Hi friends, welcome back. So as you probably have heard, Elon Musk has sued OpenAI slash ChatGPT, and now OpenAI has responded in a blog post and is looking to dismiss Elon Musk's suit. Moreover, they're also releasing some emails. So I want to go through the details of this stuff and let's take a look. So this is OpenAI and Elon Musk. We are dedicated to the OpenAI mission and have pursued it every step of the way. This is dated on March 5th, 2024, coming from OpenAI. It says here, the mission of OpenAI is to ensure AGI, so that's artificial general intelligence, benefits all of humanity, which means building both building safe and beneficial AGI and helping create broadly distributed benefits. We are now sharing what we have learned about achieving our mission and some facts about our relationship with Elon. We intend to move to dismiss all of Elon's claims. Here it says, we realize building AGI will require far more resources than we initially imagined. Elon said we should announce an initial $1 billion funding commitment to OpenAI. In total, the nonprofit has raised less than $45 million from Elon and more than $90 million from other donors. When starting OpenAI in 2015, Greg and Sam, so that'd be Sam Altman, I believe, had initially planned to raise $100 million. So we're talking about throwing numbers around here. Elon said in an email, quote, we need to go with a much bigger number than 100 million to avoid sounding hopeless. I think we should say that we are at least starting with 1 billion commitment. I will cover whatever anyone else doesn't provide. Interesting. So Elon gave him 45. But he originally wanted to try to raise $1 billion. It's a big difference here. And Elon's good at raising money. That's something that's interesting. So they're releasing email that. And then there's the actual email down here. Yeah, here's the email here. Okay. So they have the proof here, basically. We also say here, we spent a lot of time trying to envision a plausible path to AGI. In early 2017, we began the realization that building AGI will require vast quantities of compute, right? So you need a bunch of computer power. We began calculating how much compute an AGI might plausibly require. We all understood we were going to need a lot more capital money, right, to succeed at our mission, billions of dollars per year, which is far more than any of us, especially Elon, thought we'd be able to raise as the nonprofit. Yeah, basically, right, they want to raise money for research and development, not necessarily, right, for company per se. Well, per se, it says nonprofit, right? Because companies can work and just not be a nonprofit. It's a certain thing, but you just classify it differently. What else do they say here? It says, we and Elon recognized a for-profit entity would be necessary to acquire these resources. So basically they're saying it's going to take a bunch of money to do this, and it's just nonprofit's not going to be practical. They go on to say here, as we discussed a for-profit structure in order to further the mission, Elon wanted us to merge with Tesla, or he wanted full control. Interesting. Merge with Tesla or wanted full control. That was Elon's, what he wanted, I guess. Elon left OpenAI saying there needed to be a relevant competitor to Google / DeepMind, and he was going to do it himself. He said he'd be supportive of us finding our own path. Okay, so he left. In 2017, we and Elon decided the next step for the mission was to create a for-profit entity. This is 7 years ago. Elon wanted a majority equity, initial board control, and to be CEO. So if Elon's getting involved with this thing, he's like, I'm going to have full control of this thing, basically what he's saying here. In the middle of these discussions, he withheld funding. So he promised money before, and now he's not giving any money. I could just read what they're saying here. Reid Hoffman bridged the gap to cover salaries and operations. I see. So Elon was like, if you want my money, I'm getting full control of this thing. Interesting. So there was arguments from the beginning, as you guys can see. We couldn't agree to terms on a for-profit with Elon because we felt it was against the mission for any individual to have absolute control over OpenAI. So that's a significant point. I mean, they're bringing up a lot in this, actually. And for those of you who are interested in business or tech and this kind of stuff, it's really good to read through these things and these accounts of it, right? And to be fair to Elon, OpenAI's account of what happened may be different than Elon's. Well, it's probably going to be different, of course. But Elon often, has different stories from other people regarding same events, and you can be the judge of who to believe on this stuff. This is more. He then suggested instead of merging OpenAI into Tesla. Okay. He then suggested instead merging OpenAI into Tesla. Okay. So go separate or merge, right? In early 2018, Elon forwarded us an email suggesting that OpenAI should, quote, attach to Tesla as its cash cow. Oh, interesting. So you use Tesla to fund OpenAI, which is interesting because I bet you in the future we'll get some emails regarding, hey, let's use Tesla to fund Twitter, et cetera, right? So they were already talking that you were going to fund OpenAI with Tesla. Commenting that it was, quote, exactly right. Tesla is the only path that could even hope to hold a candle to Google. Even then, the probability of being a counterweight to Google is small. It just isn't zero. And again, they have the emails to prove that. And then you just scroll down. This is all and they're redacting some of the stuff, which is kind of interesting. Huh. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Elon soon chose to leave OpenAI, saying that our probability of success was zero, that he planned to build an AGI competitor within Tesla. Okay. When he left in late February 2018, he told our team he was supportive of us finding our own path to raising billions of dollars. In December 2018, Elon sent us an email saying, quote, even raising several $100 million won't be enough. This needs billions per year immediately or forget it. Okay. We're talking about a lot of money here. What else do it say here? We advance our mission by building widely available beneficial tools. We're making our technology broadly usable in ways that empower people and improve their daily lives, including via open source contributions. We provide broad access to, this is again coming from OpenAI, we provide broad access to today's most powerful AI, including a free version that hundreds of millions of people use every day, right? And so, yeah, to be fair to OpenAI, yes, they do offer that free. And if you want to do like the new and improved ChatGPT, you're going to have to pay for it. But they do offer some free tech out there. To my knowledge, guys, I don't really use ChatGPT that much, but to my knowledge, there's no advertising on it, to my knowledge. And you guys can correct me if you've ever seen any advertising on ChatGPT, but to my knowledge, there isn't any. For example, Albania is using OpenAI's tools to accelerate its EU ascension by as much as 5.5 years. Digital Green is helping boost farmer income in Kenya and India by dropping the cost of agricultural extension services 100x by building an OpenAI. Lifespan, the largest healthcare provider in Rhode Island, uses GPT-4 to simplify the surgical consent forms from a college reading level to 6th grade one. Iceland is using GPT-4 to preserve Icelandic language. So they're making the case here that their tech is being used around the world for good. That's what they're trying to make the case for. Also, it says here, Elon understood the mission did not imply open sourcing AGI. As Ilya told Elon, quote, as we get closer to building AI, it will make sense to start being less open. The open in OpenAI means that everyone should benefit from the fruits of AI after it's built, but it's totally okay to not share the science. To which Elon replied, yup, interesting. So the way to what they're talking about here, and I'll keep reading this, but they're kind of showing that Elon said one thing before, and then now he's suing us, saying a different thing, right? But again, this is nothing that shocking when you read this stuff, but it is always interesting to go into the details of these kind of things and where they diverge, etc. People do business with Elon. They try to, at least. You can see here, Elon wanted full control, and then he's trying to make the case that, you guys are after the money, etc. But Elon was clearly, trying to figure out how to get the money out of this stuff as well. So it's not, it's Elon talks out of both sides of his mouth a lot. I mean, you can read through this stuff. Actually, what we're doing. Here's more. We're sad that it's come to this with someone whom we've deeply admired. That is, we're sad that it's come to this with someone whom we've deeply admired, someone who inspired us to aim higher, then told us we would fail, started a competitor, and then sued us when we started making meaningful progress toward OpenAI's mission without him. Wow, that's a powerful. Let's read this again. We're sad that it's come to this with someone whom we've deeply admired, someone who inspired us to aim higher, so saying positive things, then told us we would fail, that's negative, started a competitor, also no negative, and then sued us when we started making meaningful progress toward OpenAI's mission without him. Yeah, Elon sounds like a kind of like an ex-lover that is trying to ruin your life. I mean, that's what it sounds like. Or like you divorced him and now still trying to get all your money, that kind of thing. We are focused on advancing our mission and have a long way to go as we continue to make our tools better and better. We are excited to deploy these systems so they empower every individual. And then here's all the emails here: Elon Musk, Greg Brockman, Sam Altman, and you can see they're not just making random stuff up. They have it all right here, the evidence. So on this kind of stuff, when you see the the email, here's all the emails. When you see all this stuff, I tend to think that OpenAI is telling the truth on this stuff. Now, it doesn't mean like I fully love everything that Sam Altman and stuff does, but in this situation, I would tend to believe OpenAI over Elon Musk. So that's how I see this one. But we'll see, depending on how good Elon's lawyers are, if he can keep this suit going. They got emails right there to prove otherwise. So I think it's going to be tough for Elon to win this as of now. But we'll see if there's any more things that come out. So please share your thoughts on this one, and beware of getting involved with Elon Musk. If things don't go his way, he becomes essentially the ex-spouse that tries to get all your money and take the dog and the kids in the house. So that's what it sounds like to me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next video.